Welcome to Chica Clips and Chaos. This video contains copyrighted material that may not have been authorized by its owner. We use it for purposes like commentary, criticism, news reporting, teaching, awareness, and research under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowing fair use for these purposes.
Wiki, Mr. A. But for two, I just feel like this was a really good example of, I guess, gatekeeping. I watched some of MamaT's live because people were trying to people were just saying that trying to include me into a whole thing. And I'm not included in that. I'm not doing it. I don't condone that. I saw a couple people saying my name that I condone shit that William and others have done. No. You don't remember. That was kind of the beginning of the end when I went live and did the wrong thing. And I did the wrong thing by being pressured by, I guess, whatever I believed was some kind of moral authority. And I told William that we were not friends anymore. And I took his wrench and I told him to stay away, and he was going to stay away. That was the wrong thing. Okay. That was wrong. Yes, I did the wrong thing by giving into pressure that regardless of if I denounced him or not, nothing was going to change. And I was in a place, we all knew the state I was in before I left. Okay. I was getting come at by people were just doing the most. Okay. I couldn't win for losing. It was just bad. Okay. And when I went live and I denounced him, MamaT was also live, and she was actually talking about how, it was not a good idea. It was bad that I wouldn't denounce him. So then I got mad on my live, right? And then I got off live and I went and listened to her live because I did not listen to it. And then I called her. And I don't think she has said this yet, but I called her. Okay. And I apologized to her. I apologized to her profusely. She'll tell you. She's not really a liar. She'll tell you. I called her. We had a long conversation and I apologized to her profusely. I said, look, I got mad. I lost my temper. I feel like everybody is waiting to just jump me for any little thing I do or say, which is true. And then we talked about it and everything was good. And then she asked me if I wanted to do an interview later. And we talked about it and I was like, yeah, we can do an interview. And she's like, I want people to get to know the Katie that I know, because a lot of people they're confused. They want answers. They want answers. They want to understand. And I want to interview you and just let you be you so people can know the real you that I know and others know. I said, okay. So it ended up, I thought it was going to be that night, but it wasn't. It ended up being at like 8 a.m. And I came on and it was, if you were there, it was like just out of control, really. It wasn't an interview. It was basically like a Katie jump fest. And I don't understand what the point of it was. There were the questions being asked were questions being asked by haters. The questions being asked were questions being asked by like trolls. They were unfair questions. Nothing productive came out of it. And I was irritated because an interview is like in a controlled space where you're interviewed. Like you ask the question, then the person answers it, and then you have follow-up questions. Like I'm a really good interviewer, okay? We can all agree I'm a good interviewer. That was not an interview. That was like she just threw me to the wolves. And I was shocked at that. I was shocked. I didn't see it coming. And it was like I felt like I wasn't going to get people weren't going to give me a break until I literally was going to break. And I cried, bitch. I totally cried at the end. I cried because it's like, people are going to hate me regardless. It doesn't matter. People are just going to hate me. I can't change it. Yes, exactly. And for it to have, I could understand if Satan did that. That was something very much that I feel like somebody who openly hated me would do to me, or someone that didn't know me, that didn't like me per se, would do to me. I didn't think it was going to be what it was. And I would never do that to her or anybody, because I have always, ever since me and MamaT got back cool, and we've been cool for years. Okay. I've defended her. We have been cool. I considered her like a friend on here, like a YouTube friendship, I had her back. We got along just fine. She had my phone number. I wasn't ready for that shit. And it It hurt my feelings, obviously. It bothered me. Right. I agree, Sandy. And I didn't have a fair chance at all to even explain. I didn't even, yeah, it just blew my mind. It was mean as fuck. Yeah, it was mean. I would never do that to somebody. Because how in the world, like, what was solved that day? Anybody? Was anything solved? Did anyone learn anything except they could hear what I sound like crying? Did anyone learn anything besides that? Because at the end of the day, I feel like that's what everybody wanted. And they got it, right? Hey, Val. Good to see you. How are your legs? How are you doing? Hey, Cass. So then after that, she had texted me a few times and I didn't text her back because I didn't have anything to say to her that would have been a productive thing. I feel like once someone does you like that, there ain't much to really talk about. That's how I feel. You know? Like if I did that to somebody, like if roles were reversed and I did that to Mama T, I wouldn't really expect Mama T to want any fuck all shit to do with me ever again, you know? And that's what it was. I haven't said anything to her and I don't really see the point anymore. And I just, you know, she's going to do what she wants to do. And if it appears that like the drama is more important than like, I don't know, being cool with your people, right? I mean, I think that video of me crying, I'm sure she still has, does she have it up? It probably has the most views of all her videos. Gave her content for the day, I guess. And yeah, then I took a break. A good break. God wanted me to take a break for sure.